Hello everyone, this is Shelby with Shelby Creations. Welcome to the Dragon's Den. A friend of mine asked me to send her some music paper, and yeah, I've got tons of it. So, I can look and see where I've got them sitting on the shelf over here, but when I pushed my cart back, there was all of these folders, and this is just a tiny amount, that was sitting on the next to the bottom shelf, and I have not been in these folders for at least a year. And I figured, well, I've always, sort of harped on shopping your stash, and this is part of my stash. And I thought I would bring you along and share with you what I've got that I like to use in my journals. And maybe it will inspire you as to, and show you other things that you can use. We just start with this one. And I have put labels on some of these. This is straw paper. Now, it looks like, regular, like construction paper, but it's not. I'm not sure you can see it, but it's just a different type of paper. It's got a beautiful feel to it. Now, I got these from Roxy Creations off out of her Etsy store. And they're shipped from Italy. And it wasn't cheap, but I think I paid more for the postage. And I have used probably about a third of this. And I still have all of this left. So sometimes what we buy can be a little pricey, but if you can afford to do it, or if several of you go in together on something like this, yeah, it's an interesting thing to use in your journal. Now I'm going to I've got a little bin back here. I'm going to try and put this in as I go through them. This is parchment paper. This is a totally different type of paper than what we see normally. It's thin, it's lightweight. Now this is a different type of paper than what we used to do resumes on back in the day. But it's a wonderful, type of paper to use in your journals. This is great for stamping on and for coffee dyeing. Put that back in there. Now, I know somewhere I also have rice paper. It's thinner than parchment paper, but it's a different type of paper you can use in your journal. Now, this is, you can tell, I have used these things. I got these button folders at the Dollar Tree, and I think I bought them out at one time. But this is just music paper in here. And in the back, I have like an old hymnal. So this was the one that I was looking at to send her some of this type of music sheets. And I'm trying to let you see without pulling everything out. But there's all kinds in here. So that's something, another type of paper that we can use. Set this over here. This one is vellum. And in here I've got like vellum envelopes. And there are several different types of vellum. There is a stiffer, what they call a draftsman vellum, which is very sturdy. It's a lot thicker than the regular vellum that we buy like at the art store. But it is really good. It's another thing to get. And things, you can find them, pages that have been printed on. You can even print run these through your printer. But I would suggest, now I'm trying to pull this one sheet out. Most of you have seen where I have gone through and, there we go, this was a piece of fabric that I have, and I love working with it. And I ran this through my printer, just plain vellum, and it takes a bit to dry. Once it runs through, set it aside, because this will take time to dry or it will smear. So sometimes you have to be a little careful with some of the things that we use, but it's all great for junk journals. Now I know there's probably a glare, and I can't avoid that. These are laminating pouches that I got. Why is this one wrinkled? All right, get it in there straight. Yes, wrinkles happen, but if your laminating pouches get wrinkled, once you run them through, the wrinkles come out. So get that set in there. So I have those in there because they fit. And the box it was in got tattered, and you know how things get. So I'll put these back here in this bin. Those are going with those. Now I have digitals that I love to print off of, and other papers that I love to use, like this one here. This was actually the back of a document, and I just love the way that came out. And you can take this and you can run a copy of it off in your printer. You can lighten it or darken it, according to your printer's the way your printer is. And you could also come in and print over it with something else. See, here are some others that some are digital, some are where I've just put things together. And I keep these as my originals so that I know where they're all at. And I just need to pull the one package. So it's like if I make a copy of the material that I have, or an array of postcards or postage stamps or whatever, I try to keep the originals separate. This is scraps. Yep, more scraps. And there are a lot of scraps in here. And yes, I did stagger these, but they don't need to be in here because I do have a place to keep scraps. Now I think all of these are cardstock. So I can come in here into my cardstock area and put them all right in, or maybe that's why I have, oh yeah, they will fit. And this does hold a 12 by 12 sheet. Well, it's 12 inches wide, but I've got it pretty full. But this is where I keep my big scraps. Like my cardstock, I have pieces of cardstock in here, regular paper, double-sided cardstock, some for holiday, kids, special papers. But these are my bigger pieces, the wider pieces. And this is a designated space for them, instead of what I have, my little scrap basket. So I've got that, and I put that back up there. So we've got these here that I just showed you. Now I do try to label them as best as I can. So let me put these down here, because there's so many that, if I try to lay them all out, they will totally cover this desk. Another thing I keep in here, and I have several of these in different areas, and I do need to get them all together, so I will be coming back in here. These are die cuts. Let's see, what else do I have in here? Yeah, these were photo pages that I have die cuts stored in. They're in here. These are the We use them for artist trading cards. They're baseball card sleeves. But as you can see, I don't have many die cuts. And let's see, are these? No, these are the little cards with the, yeah, they are. I did fussy cut them all out. That someone had sent me the stamps, had stamped out a lot of them. And some of these I have colored. And I think those were the Gorgeous Girls. But they're originally just black and white stamps. And more die cuts. But this is where I have them. And I totally forgot these were in there. So now I have got to get that straightened up. And they do go in one of these because they're on the shelf. So now I know where these are at. I can combine them all and get that straightened out. So this needs to go in a to-do pile. This is called Special Papers. And I forgot what was in here. Oh, I have an old Irish lace crochet pattern. What is this? Roget's International Thesaurus. There's the cover. A few pages. There's a few other little pages in here. I don't think all of these probably need to go in here. I don't know why those are there. Oh, I know what these are. These are the inside sheets of books. There is a piece of Braille in here also. There's another inside of, like not the very thin pages, but the first thick page in a book. That's what those are. And these are double-sided adhesive sheets, the big ones, and then the 6x6. So yeah, these are special papers. Now I remember what they are. Yeah, these actually came out of books. And I don't know why I have just the cover and not the rest of the book here. Oh well, we'll figure it out. But yeah. So now I know that where I've got some others that I need to put in here. So that's what those are. And I love these because you can see through them. They're clear. I like the button because the closure does work. Oh. Stencils. Now these are not the stencils we usually, we're used to. These are mechanical stencils and things of that nature. This set was actually given to me by a gentleman I worked for. And creating color, color wheel. And then, these are more stencils. These are homemade stencils that I did for making flowers. Oh my gosh, that has been so many years ago that I made these. Let's see. It was probably 2017. But as you can see, I've got all kinds. I've got houseplant templates, ellipse templates, circle templates, and then we get into here and these are architect's templates, lettering templates. But they were given to me as a set, so I don't, well, not the color wheel. But I do want to keep all of those together. This I'm going to take out. And I think I'm going to take this one out because these are homemade. And all of these are like the architectural and the professional type stencils. Yeah, architectural stencils. So that goes back here in the bin. All right, these I need to put, I'll set those over there because they have to go in a different home. Recipes. Old recipes. And there's no label on this one. So this has to be taken care of. This is, I know there's no label. Oh, I know what these are. When you're using, not laminating sheets, transparency sheets, these are the papers in between, and I have saved them. They're kind of thin. Let me see if I can get just one out of here. Really, really thin paper. Not quite sure what I'm going to do with them, but these were out of that last box that I bought. I do remember putting them in here. But there's another type of paper we can use. Just when you're using really, really thin paper like this, I like to stamp on it. I like to copy dye it, and then make them as a piece of a collage on a paper because they are so thin. Let's see, what else? Oh, I have been coming across, as I go through different things, I have been coming across, let's see, those I saved that a friend sent to, had sent. And then I found some Christmas paper. I found an Easter egg wreath. And I put it in here so it wouldn't get damaged. Let's see what else is in here. So these are holiday things that I have come across. Why are those in there? Leaf clover. All right, so these don't need to go in there. Those need to go somewhere else. Yeah, these go somewhere else. There's another one. So those go in the flowers, but yeah, that's it. That's Easter. So it doesn't go in the normal. And so it's got to go in with my holiday stuff. So what I've been doing is, as I come across something holiday related, I will stick it in here, and then I will take them and put them in the different containers where they do belong. Okay, flowers. Go ahead and take care of these right now, because if not, they will end up all over my desk, and I don't want that to happen. All right. So those are taken care of. Oh, this is, it also says originals. Oh, I know. See, that's music paper. Why did I have just that one set aside? I don't. This is for making my own index cards, because I wanted them in, instead of this way, instead of the lines going this way for an index card. And let me see if I've got them. I pulled some index card. This is our normal index card where the lines go this way. Well, I wanted some where the lines go the other way. And so I have them narrow for the back of tags, and I have them a little wider, but the lines go this way. Yeah, this is my thing where I got to put all that up. But that's what those are. Oh, there's a map. A map doesn't belong in here. Here is more music paper. That doesn't go in there. These are backgrounds that I pull when I want to make a copy. And there's some digikits. This is, oh, what is this? Oh, piece of embroidery. Directions. Grandma's Cures. There's, yeah, these are all originals that I make copies from. So these need to go back into with the other originals. So these go in here, those don't go in here. All right, so where was our original? Here we go. You know, if you don't take time every once in a while to go through your stash, you don't know what you have. I see here I found more that needs to go in here. Well, that's not going to close because there's so much, so we'll start that back where it goes. All right. Now we have one. Here is music paper. Go in there. Oh, there's that one wrinkle on this page, this one. On that page. All right, so there was that one. And I know I have one for maps. So we'll set that one there aside. Oh, frayed book pages. All right, we'll find a place for that. Sometimes in the books you get, you come out with pages that, see these, that should be in with music. That's all music. See, wrong place, wrong place. You come across a book where the edges are like that. Isn't that just gorgeous? So, and I use these in sometimes, not all the time, but I do have them in here. We're going to set the music stuff aside. But I'm going to set it right back over there. So here we have, and yes, I separate these because it's different. And I want to make sure that I know where I can find it. I don't want it to get jumbled up with the rest of my papers. Okay. Signature and cover papers. Yes, I do. I have, oh, wait. Here's the one with the maps. All different kind of maps that I've come across. And I will stick that one in there with it. I don't have a lot of maps, so I try to keep them separate. Yes, I do make copies of what I have. They should be going with originals, but now these are, like it says, signature and cover papers. If I had come across papers that I know, well, in fact, I've got some here that I have extra, and or they printed with, you know, a little wrong, so I go ahead and fold them up, get them ready to go in signatures, and they go in here. Now I also have, see, this is some of my really long, wonderful paper that I love, and I don't have too much left of it. But when my oldest daughter lived in Florida, she was an art teacher, and I think with the local Y. So when she moved to Colorado, she left all this, gave it to me. So, and it has, this patina has grown over the years. Now I moved back up here from Florida in 2011, so you can understand how old some of this paper is. It's not ancient, but yeah, and these are all things that I've torn off and used for signatures. There are some that have been, I don't know what happened to that one. It was dyed with something, but it's something I can use in my signatures when I pull them, so it goes in here. I just have to get it back in here. This way I'm not fumbling all over the place for paper. I know where it is. I know how to get to it now that I remember where it is. So, you know, it's, and this is not, I probably won't use it for anything but signatures. So yeah. Oh, what is this one? All right, here we go again. More signature paper. Now, you've seen how full the last one was. These are sheets from, that when you buy something, like a cup or a mug, and they wrap it up, this is what these are from. It's thin, but it works. This is I took the Tim Holtz spray and sprayed it on rice paper. That's what these are. And there's another one with rice paper. So if I need them if I need signatures, I can come right in here and grab them. There are also up here wax paper bags. These were the old sandwich bags, and you know, when they before the like the little Ziploc sandwich bags, these were before them. And why these are in here, I don't know. I honestly do not know. But they do have another place to live. See, is there anything else that I've got in here that shouldn't be in here? And signatures can be all different sizes. So there are all different size papers, different textures, different whatever. So this is my starting a second one. Now we're getting into some of the good stuff. When you pull out your book pages, a lot of us, we get the books and we get them. There are certain places where you can get like a bundle of papers from different books or whatever. I bought from Pam at the Paper Outpost part of her fundles, and inside were the most delicious things. There are, let's see, this was from, it feels like from a magazine. There's other books and pages. Some are even in a different language. This one's French. Let's see. This one's Italian. And the reason why I know this is not because I know French and Italian. It's because when I got them, I looked it up. And there's all different kinds of papers that you get in her bundles. I don't think that came out of her bundle. But, yeah, look at this. That is on vellum paper. And that was dated 1903. I don't know where that was from. I think some of these I had in here too. That is from Edith Holden's Country Garden. Oh, I know it. But beautiful book to use. All different kinds of papers, invoices. Yes, this is her stuff because this is where I got the Braille papers. But yeah, this is all sort of the stuff that you find when you buy one of her bundles. There's tons of wonderful things. I mean, look at this. Isn't this Heart and Hand Lodge of Pennsylvania? The neatest little book. But yeah, some of the pages are falling apart, but that's because they're of how old they are. But yeah, I look at that. Look at the age on that. Isn't that just wonderful? And then too, you can put these into your printer and adjust the size on them, or scan them into your computer and then go to print them as a picture, and you can adjust the size to 3x7 or 5x7, 4x6, and it will actually shrink it to that size. These in here. Don't want to tear them up. But these are some of the things that you can use in your journals. Because we're always saying, well, what do you put in? What do you use? We make all this ephemera, but there are other things other than ephemera. And yeah, it doesn't stop there. Yeah, book pages. more book pages. These here I think are actually mine that I have pulled. Yeah, these are some of mine. These are some more from Pam. And see, there's things from kids' books. There's all things. And then she sent in with this one was this beautiful piece of wallpaper. So that's going to be a treat to use. But these are things, and they were sitting over here. Like I said, they've been over here probably for about a year. I haven't touched them. But now I need to bring them out. I need to play with them. We need to do more with these. Yes, definitely. So I have 3 of these. Plus all the book pages that I still have. And then my last thing is a different color. And it's a different color for a reason. Because this is templates. And these are from Genevieve Design. And it's with the templates that I have in here that I made. Let me see if I can pull one of these down without... Here we go. That I made my ephemera books with. Now this one here holds stamps. And not the, these are like postage stamps. Some are real, some are cut out, some are... Most of them I have printed them and cut them out. Some of them, it's just... So here I've got where I can pull. And I mean, I copied them all onto regular paper. These I went around with pinking shears. But I've got all kinds in here. But this book right here was made from one of her templates. And I think it was with... I don't know which one this came from. But trying to think. I've got so many. These are the ones in here. Is not only the templates for these, but also for my other little books that I have made. So, yeah, these are not mine. These actually are Genevieve Designs templates. That's why they're in a different color. So, and that is that part of my shelf that I have not been into in at least a year. And you see all the wonderful things that I am missing out on. So take a chance, go through a drawer, go through a bin, go through something that you haven't been through in a while, and see what there is in there that you can use. It's just sitting there. It's creativity that's hiding, and we don't want that. We want to bring our creativity out. We want to have fun and enjoy it. So go through a shelf, a bin, a box, whatever, wherever. Just take one little thing at a time, go through it, and then shop your stash from what you have. So if you've enjoyed me sharing my dark little corner this evening, give me a thumbs up, hit that subscribe button, and I'll see you next time here in the Dragon's Den. Until then, bye guys.